Welcome back to your safe place, new friends. So, here's the thing, this video is going to be a different format. Instead, I'm going to tell you why I haven't been uploading regularly as of late. So, let's turn the clock back to December 30th. This past December 30th, that is. I was just in my room, family was on vacation, it was 3 in the morning, and I heard a noise in the house. Well, from where I thought was in the house. It was actually a noise outside. So I'm like, alright, let me go pick up whatever fell over and have a cigarette before I go to bed. Now, when I go outside, I can hear something. I thought maybe it was the pool filter on the side of the house, so I go to check it out. And as I go around the corner, I'm confronted by 2 masked individuals who are decked out from head to toe in black, ski mask, gloves, the whole 9 yards. And unfortunately for me, they obviously notice I'm there, and I say something to them. The smartest thing I did in this encounter was I immediately called 911 on my phone, but I didn't make that obvious. I just said, it's my phone, I'm putting it in my pocket, because I had the flashlight on so I could see. Now, I've got the one guy just kind of hanging back, and the other guy has a gun in hand, and he approaches me, to which I back up. And there's nothing I can do here. The only thing I have on me is my phone, cigarettes, and lighter. Other than that, I was just getting ready for bed, so I had no weapon, no recourse, nothing I could do. And I've listened to the 911 call, and really what I did was, he had the gun aimed at my face as he's approaching, and the best thing I could do was simply to beg for my life, and to try to humanize myself as best I could. These were the only options available to me. It's not like how it is in the movies, kids. I mean, really, this happened over the course of about 2.5 minutes, going by the length of the 911 call. Now, I backed up to almost the door I had come outside through, and unfortunately, as I was backing up towards that door more, the guy went around to my left side and cut me off, so now he's standing between me and the door. And, tell him, take whatever the hell you want, just, don't hurt me. Don't hurt my dog. Unfortunately, he did shoot me. So he shot twice. The first bullet just passed through my shirt, and not me, but the second one passed through my left side, just about 1/4 of an inch away from hitting my spleen. As soon as I felt the shot, apart from hearing it, the guy was point blank. I shoved him, and I ran into my house, and slammed the door behind me, and ran into my bedroom and barricaded myself in there. And in all that craziness, what I did was I was shouting my address, because the phone was in my pocket. The 911 call heard everything. This guy was listening. They had dispatched cops already, but yeah. So I'm in my room and I grab a towel out of my dresser, and I'm holding it to my side as I'm freaking the fuck out, rightfully so. I had thrown a bunch of shit up against my door to barricade myself in there. Now I'm lucky in that, I have plenty of weapons and items available to myself to use in case these guys do come in the house. And now I'm faced with another issue. The front doors and any other access into the house is locked apart from that back door. So I know I'm shot in the chest. That's a fact. I'm bleeding. I could feel it. So I saw the cops pull up because my windows face the street. Obviously, there's fucking whole bunch of cops show up. And I'm on the phone with the 911 operator, and they're telling me they've arrived and all that. So what I decided to do, rather than staying in my room and waiting, not knowing if I'd be conscious long enough, I told the 911 operator, make sure these cops don't shoot me. I'm going to run outside because I have to unlock the door to get to safety. And that's exactly what I did. I ran outside, and I made it about halfway across my lawn before my legs just entirely gave out beneath me. I just really want to say thank you to the cops. Not that they'll listen to this, or even the cop that, instantly tended to me. The first cop knelt down beside me with his medical kit, and obviously all the other cops busted into the house. I told him there's nobody in there except for a small dog, so shoot anything that moves aside from the dog. And I'm being tended to by this cop, and he gets my shirt off, and he's looking around my chest. I got multiple cops now helping me out, and they slap a chest seal on me. And the thing that freaked me out the worst was the cop said he didn't see an exit wound. Now, if you know anything, well, being shot first off is a terrible thing to have happen. The even worse thing is if the bullet didn't exit, that means it's still floating around in there, and who knows what damage it's caused. Because, yeah, I'm in pain, but not really. I'm in shock, and the adrenaline is going so fast. So, not long after that, even though it did feel like an eternity, I got these cops asking me questions. I can't even say my own name right. The ambulance shows up, and they throw me on that ambulance, and we book it to the hospital. And, it's kind of a blur from there. I've got doctors asking me questions I can't really even give an answer, and instantly get rushed off to the CAT scan. And I'm trying my best to hold it together. I'm actually doing pretty well. I'm just throwing dark jokes because that's all I got right now. And I get pulled out of the CAT scan machine after the scans are done, and the trauma surgeon, who'd been live reading the results, walks over to me and puts a hand on my shoulder. And he says, "Kid, you're so unbelievably lucky. I can't put it into words. It looks like you've just got some bruising to your spleen, which we'll have to keep an eye on. But for the most part, it didn't hit anything vital or major, but you were within infinitesimal distances for this to have ended your life, or taken out your spleen, or your kidney, or your lung, or heart. Because you figure, go by the distance, it's only about several inches away from my heart where the entrance wound is." Now, the other great news was that there is an exit wound, so it just went straight through me, and basically only through muscle. So, unfortunately for me, I have PTSD. I've got multiple layers of PTSD. It's something I've dealt with almost my whole life, since I was about 10 years old. I won't go into those stories, but it's just taking time. I'm very much grateful to be alive and in one piece, and to have walked out of that hospital under my own power was, it was insane. I had medical staff looking at me like I was a fucking ghost, because stuff like this doesn't just happen. People rarely, if ever, get that lucky. But my problem is, now that I've been going for, almost, over 2 months now, that I've just been in a state of being constantly hyper alert and hyper aware of everything. That's part of PTSD. But for me, my biggest issue is I was making content and videos at a good pace, and I was really happy with it. But with this, I'm kind of like riding a roller coaster 24/7. So I'll be depressed, and then I'll suddenly be manic and have all the energy in the world to clean the house from top to bottom or whatever. Then bam, I'm back into depression, and bam, I'm back into mania. I'm trying my best. It's gonna take time. The physical scars heal long before the mental scars do. So that's really why I haven't been posting with any regularity as of late. It's just difficult, and the subject matter I normally deal with in my videos is not the best, unfortunately. Like I do change up the stories a little bit for the most part. I get rid of the, stuff that'll get the video taken down, changing details and such of the like. I really do work closely with the original posters of these threads, just because I want to make sure their story gets told, and if they want to add or subtract details or help them rewrite it so it's the same story but written in a way that, God forbid, that the story blows up or goes viral or something, these people don't have to worry about it coming back to them and becoming an issue when they've gone through so much already. That's really all there is to the story. I just wanted to say thank you to all the people who've allowed me to share their stories. Now I share one of my own. Mental health is a really serious issue. And it's harder for guys, even in my own life, I've had people, just tell me to suck it up, be a man, and get back to living, but it's not that easy. I wish it was. I have days where I don't sleep. I can't sleep. And as soon as I close my eyes and I'm in that stage of just about to pass into a dreamlike state, I'll hear a gunshot and I just fucking jump out of my skin. But thank you for taking the time to listen, and thank you everyone who supports me in this and YouTube endeavor and just everything. But with all that said, hit them like and sub buttons to make this your safe place, and I will catch you in the next video.